Guys, good morning from Tangerang, a satellite city of Jakarta. This city is home to a community of mixed Chinese-Malay ancestry called the Cina Benteng, and we're going to see the Peh Cun procession, the dragon boat procession. Look at this, it's very crowded. Over there we could see a boat ready for the Peh Cun procession. And we could also see the finish line. Another boat. Over there we could see the crowd on the other side of the river. Here we could see lots of people selling things for the Peh Cun fair. People selling food, toys for the children attending. Yet again, someone selling food. Look at this, it's very crowded. And this is called the river Cisadane. It goes from the north in somewhere near a town called Teluk Naga down south to Bogor. And we could also see the crowd from the other side of the river. Over there we could see the start point for the dragon boat race. And over there we could see more people getting ready to watch the main procession of the Peh Cun fair, which is the dragon boat race. And over here we can see more crowds. Over there is an ice cream vendor. A dessert vendor selling a typical Indonesian dessert called es podong. Over there is the Friday Mosque of Kali Pasir, Masjid Jami Kali Pasir. We could see the great big sign called the historical neighborhood of Kali Pasir. And near the mosque is a tomb of a saint, Makam Wali as we call it, I don't know. Over there we could see the start point for the dragon boat race. And over there we could see more people getting ready to watch the main procession of the Peh Cun fair, which is the dragon boat race. And over here we can see more crowds. Over there is an ice cream vendor. A dessert vendor selling a typical Indonesian dessert called es podong. Over there is the Friday Mosque of Kali Pasir, Masjid Jami Kali Pasir. we could see the great big sign called the historical neighborhood of Kalipasir. Over there we could see the boat, which will be used for the main procession of the Peh Cun fair, which is the dragon boat race. And the procession will start soon, in 10 minutes I think. And you can see by the design, there's a dragon image, and on the other side of the river, people are getting ready to watch the main procession. These are the participants of the dragon boat race who will be getting ready for the main procession of the Peh Cun fair. There are more than 20 people on the dragon boat. And these are people on the other side of the river watching. The race has not started yet. They're approaching the start point. People on the other side are cheering for their teams. This is the ritual drumming for the dragon boat race. And we could see here the rain is getting heavier. This is the main procession of the Peh Cun fair, the dragon boat race. And people are cheering for their teams. This is a small boat, a lifeguard boat I think, I don't know. They're going to be reaching the final point. And they've reached the final point finally. This team is the winner of the dragon boat race. And this is the prize giving ceremony for the Peh Cun dragon boat race participants. Because today is the final of the dragon boat race. The grand final. And over there we could see the river Cisadane. The lifeline of the city of Tangerang. We're now at the Tanjung Anom area. We're now at a village called Tanjung Anom, which is home to a mangrove, what do you call it? Mangrove forest. And this is the mangrove forest. And we could see people catching fish, people fishing. Fishing for their dinner, I think. I don't know, maybe. We could see the mangroves over there. We're approaching the, what do you call it? The epicenter of the mangrove forest. And we can see more mangrove trees. Look at this, it's all mangrove. And again, we can see people fishing. Again, more mangrove trees. We're surrounded by fish ponds. This is the north coast of Java, which is home to many fish ponds. This is the fish pond. And now we can see more mangrove trees. We could see the roots of the mangrove. Look at all this! It's a tropical paradise. Yet again, another mangrove tree. We could see all the roots over there. We're getting nearer to the sea, because it's getting hotter and hotter. This means that we're getting closer to the sea. We're getting closer to the sea now, we're getting closer to the beach, past this rickety bridge. It's not that dangerous. And this is the mangrove forest. It's not very far from the beach. This is the mangrove land. These are the crab ponds of Tanjung Anom. And people usually come here to hunt for crabs. This is the crab country. These are the mangroves. This is the habitat of the crabs. We're in crab country right now, the land of the crabs. These are the crab ponds of Tanjung Anom, the habitat of the crabs. These mangroves are the, what do you call it? The habitat of the crabs. we could see mangrove roots, another mangrove root, a mangrove tree. It's getting windier now because we're closer to the sea, getting closer to the sea. These are the crabs. These crabs will be raised in these ponds. Ini mau dibesarkan di mana atau kepitingnya di sini?
Ini percobaan di kolam terpal.
Kolam terpalnya di mana? Yang ini ya, Pak?
Bukan, di sana di kontrakan.
Jauh ya, bukan di sini.
Bukan, di Jatake.
These crabs will be raised somewhere else in his house.
This is little crab.
He said that these crabs will be raised in the ponds near his house in Jatake. Jatake di mana, Pak?
Di daerah Jatiuwung.
Itu di kota Tangerang atau di Kabupaten Tangerang?
Kabupaten Tangerang.
Jatake is a small town not very far from the city of Tangerang. Which is where he lives. This is a milkfish pond in the village of Tanjung Anom. And this, I think, is the habitat of the milkfish, or as they call it here, bandeng. Ini di dalam kolam ini isinya apa? Bandeng ya? This is another fisherman hunting for fish, maybe for his own dinner or for sale, I don't know. These are more fish ponds. I don't know, maybe fish ponds or crab ponds over that side. Unfortunately, we're not heading to the beach because it's too far from here. But still, we could see the mangroves, the tropical paradise. This is the mangrove land, the tropical paradise on the north coast of Banten. We're going past that rickety bridge again. This sign is misleading because it says this is the way to Banten Anom, to the beach, but from there we wouldn't know where to go because there's no further signage. More action is needed. Guys, good evening from the AEON Mall, an upscale shopping centre in South Tangerang, another satellite city of Jakarta. Look at these shops, they are all branded shops. And over here we have the body shop. This is the supermarket at the AEON Mall. It's very crowded here. Lots of people are shopping because it's a public holiday in 3 days. It will be the Feast of the Sacrifice. And it coincides with the school holidays for the children, for the school children. That's why many people are going to the shopping centre and buying all they need. Look at this crowd! It's very crowded. And this is the food court of the AEON Mall. It's full of restaurants. This is a small restaurant. Burger King, KFC, Steak 21. And this is the dining hall of the food court. This is a dessert shop, Susu Mbok Darmi. This is another restaurant, meatballs, bakso sapi asli, which means original beef meatballs. This is another restaurant specializing in what do you call it? Kway teow or Chinese rice noodles. And that's it for today. See you in some other location.